Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. We have the Cooker Shuffle, guys. This is episode 68. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And my pronouns are he, him.
Hey. Can I just say I'm very excited for next week's episode, simply because it's episode 69.
Oh. It's a big episode.
And that only just popped into my head as I was saying this is episode 68.
I thought it was like 52 or something like that, but...
No, 52 was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Like 14 weeks ago, or 16 weeks ago.
There you go.
Yeah, I got that now.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, we're back again. I know there's some people out there who are watching this right now that are not subscribed.
They're not.
To the YouTube channel.
Nope.
And
guys, listen, for the past 3 weeks we've been saying subscribe. We're still at 22 subscribers.
Which I feel like is not possible. Like, we have to have at least one subscriber, a new subscriber. So, listen, if you're one of the people out there that are watching this right now that are not subscribed, just hit the button.
Just hit it.
Boop.
That's it. Just what Dave did. That's all it is.
For every new subscriber that we get in the next month, we each will donate $1
to each
per
other.
Subscriber to a charity. And that charity will be something that you guys choose.
Yeah. I'm down. For every new subscriber. And if this blows up tonight, tomorrow, if this episode blows up and we get 100 new subscribers, guess what? The three of us donate $100 to a charity each.
You heard it. You heard it here.
I got paid today. I'm fine. I got money. I'm fine.
I get paid on Friday.
I get paid
there
tomorrow. We go. Boom.
And hey, it can be any charity you guys want. So I mean, if you guys are thinking like KKK of America, it will be any charity that you
that you guys decide that you want us to.
I don't think that's a charity, but
I don't think it is.
Not one of the dumb ones out there.
Yeah, like fuck like the children or something. Like fuck them.
Like Make-A-Wish, fucking homeless, like hunger. Fuck off with that.
Yeah, give us a good one, like something outrageous or something crazy.
Like a good charity, for Christ's sake. Right.
Fucking Jesus, like it's not hard, or
Yeah.
God.
Anybody got a weird weekly story?
Seems like Joe did.
No, my story was more of a current event. It's funny, but I don't think it's my weird weekly story. I think it's a company's weird weekly story.
All right. Well, I don't really have a weird weekly story, but I have a message for Ellicottville Brewing Company. We know you're watching.
Oh yeah.
Hey, get some fucking parking.
Oh yeah.
Restaurant,
dude.
Okay?
Oh my God. 10 minutes to find a parking spot. I mean, okay. In their defense, I will say that it was a Saturday night, but
hey, you know what? Every week there's a Saturday night. So get better parking.
That's true. Every week there is a Saturday night.
Get a parking lot that isn't a private fucking residential parking lot, so I don't have to park a mile away.
Yeah, I mean,
and then stand out in the cold.
Isn't it don't you want to have customer service? Why are you gonna have your staff park close?
Yeah, like, hey, listen, you're not that great, okay? You're a good restaurant, but you're not good enough to not have parking. Okay?
Yeah.
So get some parking. I know you're watching. Get some parking. And then maybe I'll be happy making the hour drive that it is that I didn't know about when I agreed to go to that restaurant.
I told Katie. I didn't tell you.
Yeah. What did you think it was, Tyler? How far
20 minutes. I knew it was far, but I thought it was like, a reasonable distance to go out on just a regular Saturday night. I didn't realize I was going to be driving an hour south to go to a fucking restaurant for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
On the way back from that, when you I'm driving, and there's this car that's on my ass, and I'm like, dude, fucking go. There's a left lane if you want to go around me, whatever. So I just speed up for a second, and then I get back, and then I'm driving, and it goes to the left of me, and I'm seeing out of the corner of my eye that it's staying even. I'm like, I look over, and Tyler's just like. I'm like, get out of my fucking dick.
I was halfway out that window. That was the farthest I've been outside of a car window in a very long time.
I was like, what the hell, dude? I was because in my head, while you guys were behind me, I was like, dude, these fucking dicks behind me riding my ass.
Yeah, you just don't know.
I was like, just get in the left lane if you want to pass me.
That's the thing is, like, when it's your friend, it's funny. When it's anybody else, fuck that guy.
As soon as I knew it was them, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We get.
So Dave, I know you've been playing Geoguessr.
Yeah,
right.
I've also been playing.
I've played
And I
a
was
few.
gonna say, Joe, have you been also playing? What is the closest distance you've gotten on Geoguessr?
1 yard.
No,
I think 2 yards is my best.
Dude,
get
yeah.
fucked.
We were
Are
playing
you
the other
serious?
day. I got 1 yard, bro.
Yeah, Dave did get 1 yard the
But
other
you know,
day.
it might be easier on a computer. I don't know. I'm just trying.
Wait,
to
were you playing on your phone?
Yeah, I don't have a PC.
You have a laptop?
Okay, well, I don't bring my laptop to work with me when I
Oh,
play
I didn't know you were
Geoguessr.
playing at work.
Now, hey, listen. First of all, how does having a computer make it easier to
I don't know.
locate
Maybe it's just
places
like
on a...
you don't got to use your fat finger. Not saying that you have
damn.
fat fingers,
You
but,
got fat. You got fat things.
But I'm saying.
I just don't. How is it that you were able to correctly guess within 1 yard?
Dude, I zoom in all the way.
All the way.
Yo, okay, when I figure out what street I'm on, I count if it's like the one time I went up to this. It was in between two streets. It was street here, and I'm on this street. I went to this street and I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 houses in. Then I looked 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I was like, okay,
And you click.
boom. I literally, when I find the spot, it takes you another 30 seconds to put my guess in.
Just to get the click right.
Because
What's the closest you've been, Tyler?
Well, I was gonna, toss a little braggadocio on there, and I got 1,300.
Yards?
1,300 yards?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had even 14 yards and.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Two's my best, but when I know where it is, I'm averaging 15 to 20 yards.
Oh
Tyler.
no, sorry, 1,100.
Tyler,
Oh, well then, braggadocio away.
I should also say that my closest was when we were doing a West Seneca map or a Buffalo map. So that helps my case too.
See, most of mine are in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Well,
With
yeah. So
no
if
signs
that's
around.
it, then it's probably farther away. But Ben made a Buffalo map that we played.
He made
Yeah.
a Buffalo map.
Yeah, so
He
he
made
put
a map.
He put it from North Tonawanda all the way down to Hamburg, to the water, and all the way over to Lancaster, I think.
Why haven't I been sent this map?
I don't know.
We were playing at night the one time. I think we were playing till 4 a.m. the one night. So
Well, I mean, are you guys gonna do that this weekend? Because I want to try.
I'd be down.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
We'll invite you.
Well,
Don't worry about
For
it.
those of you who have not played Geoguessr, it's fun because you get angry at the world for not having more street signs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And you're stuck if you're playing a game where you can just travel as much as you want to find where the fuck you are. You're stuck, in Street View of Google Maps, fucking just clicking away forward and forward and forward until you find some sort of civilization. And there's just no street signs in the goddamn world. I thought they were everywhere. None.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's
And
unbelievable.
we also did a West Seneca map, Tyler. Me, Joe, and Ben. Joe, Ben,
And
I.
that's harder than you think.
But
You
not
think you know
for
a place
Joe.
you grew up in? You don't.
It's harder for Joe.
It's very hard.
But we did it no moving, so you couldn't look to see where you were.
Oh.
Yeah, so you just spawned and had to spin around in a 360-degree angle.
Okay.
It was the one time I knew where we were was because there's a pond on the way to Bobolinks. If you take angle to Michael and then there's a pond over there, and I was like, I know exactly where this pond is. Got it. Got
Who
it.
the fuck knows where a pond is?
Yeah. See, you know what? I think if it was the main part of West Seneca, I think I'd be okay. But if it's
Yeah, if they dropped me in the Southgate Plaza, I'd be good. I'd be
Well,
good to go.
but if I the neighborhoods off of Angle, I wouldn't be able to guess where that was.
Dude, I mean, I wouldn't. I was getting close somehow, but
Any neighborhoods off of Main Street, I could probably get.
well, yeah, because as soon as you, I couldn't see the neighborhood. I wouldn't know the neighborhood because if they put me on Jasmine, but not by a street sign, they just put me right there in the back end of it. I'd be like,
Yeah.
This looks like any other
guess.
neighborhood.
So
And
I don't know where Jasmine is because I don't go by street signs.
Oh,
What do you go by?
Memory.
Oh, well, yeah. I could.
I mean, once I've been there enough times to go by memory, but the first time around, I'm going by street signs.
Jasmine
Well,
is the last side street on the right if you're going towards the school from Union.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're really just giving away all locations in our hometown
I mean,
to the
what
internet.
are they gonna do?
Go visit Jasmine? Yeah. Go over there.
Go ahead.
Go to J Block.
I didn't tell them that I live on Columbia Parkway.
Well,
oh fuck.
shit.
Just kidding. No, come to my house. You can find me. And then Dave lives at the corner of Clinton Street, the really big house with the horse.
Yeah.
It's not the corner, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the corner of where the houses stop.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's no more houses past us.
And then Joe lives in Florida, in fucking I don't know where.
Kissimmee.
No,
Sure.
not anymore.
Oh.
Skajakwada.
Skajakwada.
All right. Well, let's get the show on the road. Joe, you had something. You had something. To
Yeah.
talk about.
Have you guys heard the whole Mr. Potato Head bullshit that's going on?
Yes.
I think, but please inform me again.
So what happened recently was Hasbro came out with an announcement that they are dropping the name Mr. Potato Head, and it's just called Potato Head, the toy. So no more Mr., no more Mrs. It's just Potato Head. Which then allowed them, like the tweets were saying that like this will now allow stores to put the, as opposed to separating them to boys, like boys toys aisle and girls toys aisle, you can now just put the Potato Head in a general toy aisle. I didn't even know that they separated Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head in the toy aisle.
Yeah, I figured
I just thought they threw them together in whatever the fuck they wanted to.
I
However,
the last time I saw a Potato Head,
I also don't know the last time I saw one.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
What they recently came out with and said was like, hey, everybody fucking calm your tits. Mr. Potato Head still exists. The brand is just called Potato Head. So like it's still Potato Head and then Mr. and Mrs. like the boxes are separate pieces. But people it had to be at least 24 hours, lost their goddamn minds on the internet.
Have you seen the promotional packaging for the new Potato Head brand, Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah, it looks stupid.
But it also has Mr. Potato Head still on the box.
On the bottom, yeah.
So...
lost it. They're like, listen, I'm all for the pronouns and everything, but this is going a little bit too far. Relax.
It doesn't make sense because it's still a gender it
is. They are still
Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah,
but the brand is just Mr.
I think what Hasbro should have done is just change it and not say anything, because like them making a big announcement made people lose their minds.
Just don't change it, because I don't remember the last time I heard a Mr. Potato Head riot going on.
No,
change the name of Mr. Potato Head. I don't really think anybody cares, and they're just doing these things for no fucking reason.
So this is it. Okay.
The packaging is the blue box.
It says Potato Head.
Yeah, and on the top and then on the bottom.
But the one you get, you could pick Mr. Potato Head or Mrs. Potato Head.
Yeah. Now, if they don't come out with a fucking baby potato head to make people a little bit happy that they changed the name of the brand,
but now my question is, because now I'm a little offended. Where is the Zimzer potato head? Like where is the non-binary potato head?
Non-binary potato head.
They need to make 100 different branded potato heads.
Well, they do, and I think maybe that's why they changed the brand name. So now they've opened up a window of opportunity for them to just sell potato heads out the wazoo.
But they still don't have. They still don't have all the other gendered potato heads. So until they make them, I'm gonna be in an uproar.
Yeah, I want to fucking. I'm not gonna. I'm never mind. I'm not.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Wait,
this is a safe space. It's a safe space.
The family one, they have like lesbians and gays on this one.
Whoa,
they do. Let me see.
You can't just shout out.
I didn't know.
Be like, they have lesbians and gays on the box.
Because I didn't realize. So the top right, it's 2 males.
2 Mr. Potato Heads. Well, that doesn't make them gay, Dave. All right, let's just.
Sorry.
God.
They're
okay.
But they have a kid. Oh, it doesn't make them gay still.
But
then the middle one is 2 girls.
A dual male partnership.
Okay, yeah. So they have caught up with the sexual
times,
orientations of the potato heads, but there are still only 2 genders of potato.
What I was gonna say, which is super not okay, because people can identify as anything, is what I was gonna be like. I want an attack helicopter potato head because I identify.
I want an alien potato head because I identify as an extraterrestrial. I want all these different potato heads. It's ridiculous. I don't know why they don't have them yet.
I don't know.
There was just one. Okay, I'll talk to this after the Well, no, let's talk about it on this.
Yeah,
so
let's
there was
just
this TikTok where there was a woman on like a bus.
Was she a woman or?
She looked like...
Are you assuming what she...
I'm assuming. Okay.
Was she presenting as a woman?
Yeah, I think so.
She came across woman-like?
Well, either way, she was yelling at this guy because she was standing and he was sitting. And she wanted to sit down, and I think the whole point was because, hey, let me sit, I'm a woman. So then this guy did like not a duet, but like a whatever, that video goes away and then he comes on the screen.
A stitch, yeah.
Yeah, stitch. He goes, well, now here's why I like, here's my argument for that, because now everyone's equal nowadays. You lost your right for that seat. And I was like, interesting.
Listen. Here's what I'm saying. Now,
What,
being a gentleman, that's all.
What are you saying?
Being a gentleman, that's all fine and dandy, all right? Like, you want to give up your seat for a lady because, she's a lady and you want to fucking do her, you don't want to diddle her tomorrow night? Fine, whatever. Yeah. But, like, ladies, you have no right to a seat that I'm sitting in. You understand that right now? I got there first. Fuck you. Also, if you get up from that seat, move your feet, lose your seat. Right. Fuck you.
You know what's great about being in a long-term relationship is I don't have to be nice to anybody anymore. Like before, when I was single, I'd be like nice to.
Yeah, you're trying to impress people.
Attractive.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about you.
Fuck those people.
You know what's nice about just not caring? You just don't care. That's me.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting in a seat and you're standing, unless you're an elderly woman or man, like unless you're elderly.
Well, elderly is a totally different story. If you're just a bitch,
then fine. But if you're staring at me with your beady eyes and you're 30 years old, get the fuck out.
Yeah, if you don't say anything to me, maybe I'll give you my seat just because I feel like being a nice person. But if you have the gall to say, hey, give me your seat, I'll throw you out the window. And then you can sit on the street.
What is the proper amount of times to offer somebody your seat? Is it just once? Just once? Well, okay.
Or zero, depending on who it is.
No. I'm just like, if you're gonna go out there and you're gonna be nice, attempt to be nice and offer your seat up, you're just gonna do it one time. And if they say no, I'm good, you're gonna be like, all right, my seat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there are other times, when like it's like
right. Okay. Well, I'm just saying because yesterday after work, I was taking up a seat. I was staying at work a little bit longer. I was talking to some friends, and somebody came in and they were standing and eating their food. Now this person was still working; they were still on the clock. They were just on their break. So I was like, "Hey, do you want?" I'm like, "I don't mind standing. Do you want the seat?" They were like, "No, it's fine." And then I saw them like struggling a little bit with the things they were holding, and I was like, "Are you sure you don't want the seat?" And they go, "No, it's fine. It's all right." And then they sat on the floor, just in the way. And I'm like, do you want this seat? I will move. I don't care. I don't mind standing. I'm a twig. Let me get out of the way. And they were like, no, really, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, after that, if they were like, yeah, no, I'm fine, then I shouldn't
have offered the third time. Because now I'm getting annoyed that they're not taking the seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would have offered once. They said no, and then I see them struggling. I'm like, I'd say, are you sure? No, I'm fine. You want all right, fine, suit yourself. And then when they sit on the floor, I'm going to step on their fingers or something like that.
Yeah, if they declined the first time and then they started struggling, I would have just started making fun of them for struggling. It's like, hey, I would have laughed at them with my friends.
Yeah, I would have been.
That's a joke. I'm kidding.
I really wish I would know where that one where the lady was yelling at the dude. But yeah, no, I would like if somebody asks me something twice. Usually I'll give in the second time. Because like the other day, somebody asked me if I wanted food or something like that. And it's like, nah, I'm fine.
Listen, if somebody offers me food, I know that that's a very like fleeting moment to take. So like, I'm going to take it on the first offer.
Well, food is just the example for me.
Well, see, you know where I come from with this is I offer to buy people food all the time, not wanting to buy them food. And then when they accept my food offer, you're like, bastard. I'm like, really, dude? You're going to... But I offer to buy it for them.
That's true.
Like, I do this at work all the time.
If you offered me, if you said, hey, I'll buy your lunch, I'd be like, no, that's all right. He's like, and then you said again, no, I'll get it. I'm like, okay. You came at me a second time,
right,
you're taking it this time.
Yeah, the second time is
That's fair.
But the first offer is just what's the
Just
word?
being nice.
Yeah, but there's a word I'm looking for. But yeah, it's
Cordial.
Just cordial. It's just cordial. I don't actually want to buy you food.
Yeah.
And that
but if you're
person
offering
should-
again, then you genuinely want to.
Yeah. That person should realize, hey, I really don't want to buy your food, but I'm just being nice.
It's different with friends though.
Yeah.
That's
Like
true.
Friends.
Like Tyler, you'll offer to get us something if we're being stubborn and not doing it. But you're like, I'll do it for you. We're just like, all right, fine. Tyler will eventually bend over backwards for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like, again, giving up your seat nowadays is, listen, chivalry's gone. Fuck that. Like, men are assholes. We get it.
Well, I mean, you guys know it's just hard to be a straight white male in this world. Like, I just feel like so many of my rights are being taken away.
Oh, we're gonna get murdered.
Well,
hey, but guys, remember the
watches
charity.
this, we're fine.
The charity. We're gonna if you subscribe even after all this.
Yep. Don't forget KKK. Yep.
Yeah. If you're the LGBTQ plus charity, if there's one of those,
Probably missed a syllable or a
I
letter.
probably the A through Z charity. I'm down.
Yeah. How come it's not eight? No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
You're excluding letters here?
Oh yeah. Oh dude, they're not inclusive of all the letters. They only have select letters.
Well, that's why the plus is there. I think that's the plus.
Oh, yeah.
But the plus is like everything else. It's like, Disney Plus. It's not just Disney. It's also stuff. So it's like...
But
So
don't
there's
they
males,
only have
females,
Disney stuff
plus?
It's everything Disney owns, but like Disney owns Fox and Disney owns all this other bullshit. So they just throw it all on there. Like Disney owns ESPN, so they just throw that on there too.
Gotcha.
Why does Disney
Whereas,
own so
like-
much shit?
LGBTQ owns
Plus.
all the non-straight stuff, I believe, is what I'm gathering.
The non-straight stuff.
Non-straight stuff. What's the other word I'm looking for? Yeah, whatever. So like they own it all. They've claimed rights to those.
I see now. I feel like people that are not in the gay community would be very upset with that they are owning. You're saying that they're owning that.
They are.
I don't mean physical ownership. I just mean they're owning. Like they're like, yeah, like we take all. Like we accept. We're all accepting. So they add the plus on. They add the plus because they're like, hey, you want to watch us? LGBTQ plus. Subscribe now. $9.99
I think they just got sick of saying so many letters when they
just like,
announced who they
they're
were.
like, hey, can we just throw like a
Yeah.
on the end?
Like they were like or they were like they forgot after a while. They were like LGBTQ. What comes next? And plus.
Yeah, plus the other shit.
etc.
Yeah, it should have just been like ... LGBTQ ... I think there's actually other letters now that we're missing out before the plus, but
Well, I mean, let's look it up.
yeah,
LGBTQ plus.
LGB.
Plus LGBTQ.
Look, we're educating ourselves for all of you right now.
Plus
All
some
right?
bread.
This is not for you. This is for us. We're educating ourselves.
Could make a delicious sandwich.
LGBTQIA plus.
What's QIA?
Well, let's
Is
look
that
it
like
up.
questioning an action or something? I don't know.
No, the Q's already there, so it's just the IA that we don't know.
What's the IA then?
A common abbreviation for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, pansexual, transgendered, queer, genderqueer, queer, intersex, agender, asexual, and other queer identifying community.
Wait.
Which one's asexual again? Is that like you aren't attracted to anyone?
Means you produce your own shit, right? If you're
Yeah,
talking about a plant.
I think
It
you're
means
thinking
you
of
live off photosynthesis.
yeah, you're a plant.
No.
Right?
No, I think like there's certain jellyfish that are like asexual. I don't know what
They reproduce on their own, but in this context, it means they just don't.
They're not sexually attracted to
Sexually
anyone. Which how could you not be? There must be somebody out there that you're sexually attracted to.
Or something.
You know what one really pisses me off? I think it's pansexual. Or no, it's not pansexual.
Not attracted to pants,
what's
Dave.
the-
Don't even.
What's the IA? Wait, what?
IA is
I'll read it again.
That
Lesbian?
IA was just what you read.
No, that was the whole abbreviation.
The
Pay attention this time. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, pansexual, transgender, genderqueer.
Where's the pansexual come into this? There's no P.
Hey,
Whoa.
queer.
That's part of the plus, Dave.
Intersex, agender, asexual.
What is intersex?
No, I know what I know.
Intersex
I
is-
know the plus means the P, but all I'm saying is he's going in order: lesbian, bisexual.
Listen, hey,
but then they toss a P in there.
Don't know, Dave. I
Dave,
didn't
you
make the
don't.
abbreviation. Intersex people are individuals born with any of several variations in sex characteristics, including chromosomes, gonads, sex hormones, or gender.
Gonads.
I knew you guys weren't gonna be able to keep it together.
Gonads is the best term ever created by man.
Gonads, sex hormones, or genitals that, according to the Office of United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, do not fit the typical definitions for male or female bodies.
Are we talking about like
Chicks with dicks.
chicks with dicks? Hermaphrodites? Is that what those are called?
Yeah, but I don't think that's a
PC term anymore.
But there's one, I can't remember what it's called. I'm sure all of our listeners can let us know.
So what is intersex?
I
just explained it to
Oh,
you.
sorry. No. What is pansexual?
Pansexual is you don't care who it is, you just like everybody, I think.
I thought that was bi. Oh, right. It can't just be bisexual because then it's
just clarify.
Bi is just two,
right.
whereas
So
pan is all.
Yes, now you're catching on.
And A is no one.
Right.
So you got A, pan, bi, and
is not limited in sexual choice with regard to biological sex, gender, or gender identity.
So they'll do chicks with dicks
And
chicks with no dicks.
They're all about, hey, are you a good person? Fuck me.
Okay.
And now there's one that I get annoyed with, and I can't. But their thing is, they don't have sex with people that they don't have a loving connection with, and it's just like, isn't that?
Or like they have
most
to be like
people?
in love with them.
Yeah, but like that's just like people are like that, but they have to have a name for it. You know what I mean?
That's a name like in there.
It's like, okay, you're not a hoe. That's what that's it's called, not a hoe.
No.
Like it's just,
yeah.
that one always confused me because I was like, well, yeah, that
just means you might be a good person.
Well, let's not say that hoes are bad people, Dave.
Well,
yeah, I misspoke.
Let's not say it.
I didn't.
we can think it all we want, but I'm not going to say
I
that.
didn't say it. I just said it. It just means whatever. Oh, thanks to the hoes listening.
What other ones are in here?
What other ones are in here?
Agender. I mean, I'm assuming that means they don't have it.
Don't have a gender. They don't identify as anything.
I'm not going to assume, so I'll look it up. Non-binary or genderqueer. Well, no, I didn't look up genderqueer. I looked up agender. Agender is defined as not having a gender.
Okay. We're learning so much today.
You know, like before there was two genders, and now there's more than there was more than two genders, and now there's people that don't have a gender at all. I mean,
I think there's more gender than there are people in this world.
have you guys ever seen? I saw a TikTok of this person who had multiple personality disorder, and each of their personalities had a different gender and sexual orientation.
That's gotta be confusing.
Can you
That's a
imagine
lot to
being
handle.
friends with that person?
I can't imagine. Well, which one of those people?
Well, that entity,
That body, yeah.
that carcass that holds all those identities.
That skin suit.
Oh, well, all right. What's genderqueer? Non-binary or genderqueer is a spectrum of gender identities that are not exclusively masculine or feminine. So genderqueer is just what all these are. What all the gendered stuff is.
I think that's why they put the Q at the end, because isn't Q queer, or is that questioning?
I always thought that was questioning.
I thought that was.
but
I've heard it both ways.
It might be queer, but I'm also a cisgendered white male who doesn't know anything. Whoa! What is this acronym? Well, okay, this one's okay. Huh, do you want to hear this acronym?
I mean, we're already deep, so
LGBTQIP2SAA.
2.
The number 2.
Well, QQ is probably queer and questioning, right?
Oh, okay, well, it stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, questioning, queer, intersex, pansexual, two-spirit, androgynous, and
I'm
asexual.
sorry. What is one? Let's work backwards. What was that last one?
Asexual, and before that was androgynous.
Okay, what's androgynous? Because that sounds like a fucking science experiment.
Yeah,
Well, I happen to have a Google machine right in front of me.
Is that related to fucking? I can't even think of a good joke to make off that. Just tell me what it is.
Androgynous.
I'm so sweaty right now. I feel like you, Dave.
Yeah, I'm sweating right now.
My back is like damp.
All right, androgynous, partly male and partly female in appearance of indeterminate sex.
So like you can't tell if they're like which is like if they're one or the other.
Okay, here's the Wikipedia.
Like when you look at them and you're just like, is that a dude or a girl?
Maybe.
Totally not okay to ask anymore.
An androgynous person. Well, you have to ask what their pronouns are. An androgynous person is an individual who has a high degree of both female (parentheses expressive) and masculine (parentheses instrumental) traits. A female individual is ranked high on feminine expressive traits and ranked low on masculine. So it's a guy who's feminine.
Okay. And then what's the one before androgynous?
Androgynous was two-spirit, or before that was two-spirit. So
yeah, what the fuck is two-spirit?
What two-spirit means.
Dave, are you with us here?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a word that rhymes with androgynous because there's a word that I'm thinking of that I can't think.
I think you're thinking of the word androgynous because
No,
I've
never heard that word before.
I've never heard that word before.
But it sounds like
Okay.
like I don't even know.
Are you guys ready for
Misogynist.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, that's good job, Dave. Which is totally
So bad.
a word that's very fitting for all this fucking conversation.
So
that
two-spirit. That's what we're on, right?
yeah.
And androgynous.
That's like a good like rap name.
Two-spirit.
Two-spirit.
All right, two-spirit
Give it up for two-spirit.
refers to a person who identifies as having both a masculine and feminine spirit and is used by some indigenous people to describe their sexual, gender, and or spiritual identity.
What are I'm sorry, indigenous people?
Yeah, so like
Isn't that people that
First
just
Nations?
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
I was like, doesn't that refer to people that are like that were like native to a country?
Yeah,
Which is exactly what you were referring to, but I thought it was just like the first people to create the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah. But now, hey,
indigenous to that.
I didn't know that your spirit could have a different gender.
Well, your spirit can be. You can have the spirit of a bear. I think that's where you can actually identify as whatever you want.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's like like the Native Americans. They were like, I am wolf.
Right. Yeah, they did. They did.
They've been identifying as shit since well before all this came around. So what?
They were first to the party.
Yeah, we're late to the party. Is what I was trying to say.
They were indigenous to the party.
They started the party.
And just real quick, I just want to clarify on intersex and agender. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Intersex, an umbrella term that describes people born with any of 30 different variations in sex characteristics, including chromosomes, gonads, sex hormones, or genitals. Did I already do that one?
How are there 30 different variations?
Well, if you think about it, remember in school how you learned about like how you could figure out
like a 3-digit number has like extra amount of variations or something like that?
I think, yeah.
Well, let me get this straight. Okay, so there's
that principle.
There's a dick and balls.
Yeah.
There's a dick with no balls.
I guess. I don't know the specifics.
There's balls with no dick.
I've never seen.
There's one ball.
Now hold on. I think if I had to assume, they would classify the dick and balls as one.
Okay.
But you don't always get
dick and balls. Yeah, what if you don't get balls?
Does that happen?
I don't know.
It could, I'm sure.
All right, but yes, so they take. It's like when they. It's like when you. I think the way I learned it in school is like when you make a burger, you can put different ingredients on it, and depending on how many ingredients you have, you can make all these different.
So many variations. Yeah.
Burger.
So we are the burger. Our gonads are the meat and
now,
salad.
I don't
meat
think
and lettuce.
You guys know what gonads are, because those are like a. That's like a part of you. That's not a slang term.
That's not just a funny term for balls. Yeah.
Dave didn't know that though.
Nope.
I can almost bet my life on it.
I mean, who? I mean, first of all, who's taking the actual definition of gonads and not and using it that way?
Well, hey, we both knew that it was not just a slang term for balls. Gonads.
It's the best term for balls, but also it is a body
part.
part.
Right here, I got it.
Okay, I'll read it out loud for the people that don't know. Gonads are the male and female primary reproductive organs. The male gonads are the testes. Oh, so it is just a slang term.
Bitches.
I thought. Wait a second. I thought only guys had gonads.
Yeah, I thought they were like a part of you.
Yeah. Well, they are. My nuts are a part of me.
No, but there was like a part of you called gonads.
Gonads are the testes. Gonads for the females are the ovaries. So every guy and girl has gonads, but ours just swing lower.
Swing low.
Well, see, now this says gonads in zoology, which is the study of animals, I believe.
Yes.
Primary reproductive gland that produces reproductive cells. In males, gonads are called testes, and gonads in females are called ovaries. So I think in my head I was confused. Because maybe I learned it with animals. It's a gland.
But you know what's crazy is testes and ovaries look exactly the same, just here versus here.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's crazy,
and that's why
maybe we are all the same.
Wow.
How long do you think it'll be before we evolve as a human race to not have any genitals?
At this rate, never.
To have no genitals, did you just say?
To have no gender whatsoever.
Oh, gender.
Like we're just
beings.
I've heard this theory that the alien, like, you know how when you think of an alien, when people say they see aliens, they're like these really skinny, like muscleless, genitalless things that you can't really tell what they are.
Yeah, but how do they reproduce then?
Well, they're so advanced that they don't need to have sex. You disgusting fuck. So I've heard theories that the aliens that we see are just time traveling humans that come back and look at us.
I don't want people looking at me.
And that's what we evolved to be.
Yeah, they probably just laugh at us. That's why they're just trying to kill us.
I don't know. They just want to talk to us.
On a different note entirely, these Mike Seltzers, delicious. So this is the pineapple one that I'm drinking right now. I don't like pineapple, but goddamn, this is good. The next one I have is strawberry. There's also mango and regular lemonade that I'll try later. But these are good.
It's got to be delicious.
It's very, very tasty. Gluten-free, by the way, for all the gluten freaks out there.
I bet one of those would taste good.
I identify as a glutenless.
Glutenless.
I identify as gluten sex.
Only sexually attracted to gluten.
Yes.
Gonads. I'm going to use that word more often.
Yeah, gonads is a good word. There was totally something else I was going to bring up. I don't know why I said totally. There's totally something else I was going to bring up, but...
Totally right, dude.
Give
me some
I totally lost it. I just said totally twice in the same sentence. My God, I'm losing it.
So, Tyler, what kind of whiskey is that?
This is Woodford Reserve.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
What's that glass thing called?
A decanter.
Thank you. I was trying to think of the term earlier when you first showed it to us, and I was like, "What the fuck is that called?"
Yeah. So this is the whiskey decanter that my beautiful fiance, Caitlin Keene, got me. It's got my name on it, my last name on it, and it also came with these 2 of these whiskey glasses that also have my name on them.
I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Well, you don't drink whiskey, so
hey.
Why don't you start off by drinking whiskey, and then you can get the decanter.
I have whiskey here.
Well, you don't drink it.
So?
You just want it to be a decoration piece?
It looks good. And what if you come
I agree with that.
Does look good, yeah.
But I would just, whenever I come over, just steal all your whiskey then. And then you'd have to keep refilling it.
I mean, someone's drinking it.
That's a good mindset to have, Dave, yeah.
Sounds good to me, man. I'll be over tomorrow.
Yeah, look at that.
I have to get my oil changed, I have to get my brakes changed, and I have to get my tires rotated.
I have to get a new car.
I also have to get my brakes changed and oil changed, but I'm too fucking lazy to go do that.
I have to get a new car. That's what I need.
That also I have to do.
I got an email or text message, whatever, my mom sent to me. That was my 150,000 mile oil change was needed. And I was like, first of all, and that's just like a regular thing that my mechanic just sends out, but I'm at 148, and I got my thing changed at 141, or 146, so I'm still chilling.
Yeah, you're still good. Have you guys been? This is totally unrelated, but it's technically about a car's extended warranty. As I'm sure you guys have heard those calls before.
Put the emphasis on the wrong syllable on that word, but go ahead.
No, that's where the emphasis is when I get those pre-recorded messages.
Guarantee.
Warranty is what I said, but yeah.
Warranty. They say warranty.
Yeah.
Why?
They're like, we're calling about your car's extended warranty, and I'm like, I don't want you to.
Is it a recording?
It is. So you guys have not been getting a lot of these messages or these phone calls lately.
Every single day, yeah.
Okay, yeah, literally for the past 3 weeks, my phone 3 to 4 times a day, spam risk, spam risk, spam risk. And I answer it sometimes, and I go, hello? And
I just got a spam risk before the podcast.
Yep.
Maybe that was it.
Why does yours say spam risk and mine just has a regular phone number on it?
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it says, sometimes the iPhone catches it. That's like, hey, this could be spam. Yeah, Other times it's just
it to enough people so they're aware of that number now.
Other times it'll be like a number that's very close to my number.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it'll be a number that's like a Buffalo number. It'll be like from Springfield. Springfield's not close to Buffalo, but Springfield, New York, or other random place. I got one from Lancaster the other day, and I was like, I answered it, and I go, hello, knowing exactly what it is, and it's a real person sometimes. And they go, hi, is this Joe? And I go, no, you have the wrong number. And they go, okay, we're calling about your 2014 Dodge whatever. And I go,
do you even have that car?
No, I drive a fucking 2008 Subaru Forester. Not once have they mentioned that car to me.
Yeah.
One time they said a 2013 Subaru Forester, and I was like, not quite. So I hung up again.
I answer those calls because I do get a lot of work calls. It's so annoying because I'm like, is this going to be an actual important call, or is this?
And I don't know why it's been happening so much recently, but literally every day for the past 3 weeks, I'm getting 3 to 4 calls, and I'm like, I want to blow my brains out.
I don't have any important calls to answer, so I never answer my phone unless it's somebody I know.
Yeah.
If
it's not Shannon calling me, it's a spam risk calling me about my car's extended warranty. That's true. But you FaceTime me, so
that's true.
Yeah, if it's not my mom calling me, then it's a spam risk.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe, you should Dave's getting a Jeep. You should get a Jeep too.
I'd love to get a Jeep. I want one. They're expensive.
Get a used one.
Well, yeah, but I can't even afford a fucking bicycle right now, so.
You can get a used 2-door.
For how much?
20 grand.
Let's look it up.
20 G's? 20 racks?
20 racks. Also, I don't think a used Jeep is $20,000, Dave.
No,
some of them are.
What's your price limit?
$2.
What's your realistic price limit?
Tyler, you don't want to know because it's low.
60 grand.
Well, then you're not getting a good car then.
No, I never said I was even close to getting a good car. That's what I'm saving up for. But every time I save up enough money to do anything in life, current piece of shit breaks down.
So maybe get the good car, or get a car right now that'll last you until you save up enough money to get a good car.
You need a side hustle.
Well, I'm gonna start selling my body or something.
Start jerking off in a cup.
Go for it.
$2,000 or something like that, right?
He doesn't meet the qualifications.
Why would you have to be?
All this shit. And yes, I did say qualifications.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to be smart and
you got to have a college degree. Yeah. You got to be.
That reminds me. I just started school on Monday. Today is my 4th day of school. All of my some of my assignments are due tonight at 11:59.
And you're here doing the podcast.
Well, I've already finished all of them. I'm ahead of the game. But yeah, so school started, and I'm currently taking 2 classes, English and history. And boy, do I want to drop out already. 4 days into school, and I want to quit.
Hey,
Dude,
if you just stick it out for another however long it takes you to finish, then you can start jizzing in cups and getting $2,000.
Yeah, but it's just so what I'm doing right now, it's all online, but it's just discussion posts.
Yep.
Just, what do you think about this? Respond to other people's. And I'm like, I want to end my miserable life.
You're complaining about doing that?
I'm complaining because I'd rather be doing anything related to my major. Give me a fucking rock to look at, and I'll be happier than writing a discussion post about what I think a historian does. I don't give a fuck what a historian does. I'm working in geology in the future, hopefully, potentially. Stupid. Or like the English one, I had to write an essay. I had to write not an essay. I had to write 2 paragraphs about a time that I used persuasion to get something that I wanted. And I'm like, this is the dumbest thing.
Fucking stupid.
So what did you write about?
I wrote about a fucking bullshit time that I tried to get, and this was actually Shannon's idea. So Shannon, I know you're watching. Thank you for this idea. Wrote about a time that I convinced Shannon to bring me food. So I had to like make up a whole scenario, and I like, they're like, what techniques of persuasion did you use? I go, I didn't even know there were different techniques. So I was like, I bargained with her. I was like, I offered to buy next time. I offered to watch her favorite show when she came over, which is something I never do. I mean, like, I offer to buy next time sometimes, but like, I don't have to convince her to buy me food. If she's going to get food, I go, hey, can you get me something? She goes, sure. What do you want? Easy.
Yeah, it's just making shit up.
I was just making shit up, and it was just like, but like that was for my English class, and I know that it's being looked at in like a harsher light than my history class. So the history I didn't put that much effort into. But I took 2 history quizzes, which I like quizzes. Those are fine because those are like easy to actually see grades and immediate results on. Yeah, got 100% on both quizzes.
You can just look up the answers.
Yeah.
Yep. Yo, online classes are a joke.
An actual joke.
Like if everybody took an online class, nobody's learning shit. By the way, until maybe unless like you take your first 2 years, which is just usually gen ed shit. Yeah. And then your last 2 years, then you can actually start learning something because like nobody pays attention to gen eds. I don't think. I know I didn't.
Nope.
But I never did.
I did these 2 online classes, passed them with flying colors. It's like, wow, maybe I'm smart. No, the final exam. Hey, look at that. Google, my new best friend.
Hey Dave, I just want to ask you a quick question, totally unrelated to what we just talked about. What's 8 times 6?
48.
Okay. Tyler, would you have been able to do that as quick as Dave just did it?
Yep.
All right.
What's 8 times 8?
60. I ate an 8 and I got 64.
I ate an 8 and I got sick on the floor. Is that what you were going to say? Yes. Yeah, that's the way I learned it too.
That's not how you remember it.
Okay. How do you want me to remember it?
No, you can remember however you want to remember it. But 3rd grade, I was the fastest. Like my teacher asked me what's 8 times 8, and immediately I was like 64. She's like, how'd you get that so quickly? I was like, well, 8 and 8 went to the store to buy a Nintendo 64.
Oh, I learned I ate an 8 and I got sick on the floor.
I never heard that one.
Stuck you off when she heard that? I mean, Jesus Christ.
But so now I ask this question. Now, listen, I hate to do this to Shannon again because I love her. I love her to death. And Shannon, she's very smart. Everyone listening, I know I shit on Shannon a lot, but she's a very smart person in things that she knows. One of those things that she doesn't know is math. So I asked her today, what's 8 times 6? And this girl took so long to get to 48. So long. Just like it, she was like, well, 8 plus 8 is 16. And that's 2. So then 8 plus 8 again is 16. And 16 plus 16 is... And it took her forever to get to 32. And then she goes, and then another 16. And then she finally got there after adding up 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. And oh my God, I was like, Shannon.
Did you have this question or why did you ask her that question?
I don't remember. I was talking about something math related. I was like doing something at work yesterday that was related to math. And I was trying to explain to her how I did it. And I go, yeah, multiplication's easy. Like it's fucking, just bada 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 bing.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, and she goes, well, like 9, multiplying by 9 is easy. And I go, yeah, it just goes, they just like after 45, they just reverse themselves. And she goes, what? And I'm like 9, 18, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. And she goes, oh, I just look at my fingers. And I'm like, huh? So she does that thing. It's like,
I hate that way.
This is 45 or something. And I don't hate how she
well, yeah, because it's like 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 1, 8. 27, 2, 7, 36.
I couldn't figure it out on my hand. I physically, because I hate that method. I could not figure out how it works.
I don't know why I said I hate it.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm gonna keep it 100% right now.
You don't know any of those methods?
I don't know the 9s.
Oh, okay. Well, that's sad.
Yes, you do though. Wait, like if I said what's 6 times 9?
I know 9 and 9 is 81.
Yeah.
And the other ones, I don't know.
See, they all add up to 9, just so you know.
They do all add up to 9.
What?
Every nine multiplication adds up to 9. So like 9 times 1 is 9, so 9 adds up to 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 7 plus 2 equals 9.
Yeah.
Okay, but I still have to know what they multiply to be to know that they add up to 9, and I don't know what they multiply to be.
Oh.
I'm good with 1 times 9. I'm good with 2 times 9. 3 times 9 takes a little bit. 4 times 9 also. I can get there eventually.
Mm-hmm.
5 plus 9, I know that because I know the 5s.
5 plus 9.
Or 5 times 9, I know that because I know the 5s. It's 9 times 5 is 45. But then 9 and 6.
Okay, see, but now once you get up to that 9 times 5, just reverse it after that, because 9 times 6 is the exact opposite of 45, 54.
So then 9 times 7
is the exact opposite of 9 times 3.
Which is
36, 63.
No. That's 9 times... Oh, sorry. Yeah, 9 times 7. Sorry, I said it wrong. 9 times 4 is the exact opposite of that one.
Oh, I said
and then 9 times 8 is 72, which is the exact opposite of 27.
Well, you want to know what's great is I never have
to do it again.
I never have to multiply anything by 9, and even if I do, I have a phone that I can do it for.
And there you go. And that's perfectly fine. It's just like some simple multiplication should be easily done in the brain. Like, Tyler, you know the 5s. Everybody knows the 5s.
Everyone knows the 5s.
A lot of people know the 9s.
Some people don't.
Some people. My biggest trouble is with the 7s. Personally, I have a hard time with the 7s.
Well, the 7. I don't really think about this. So let's okay. So 7. There's 7 and 7. That's 1 or 7.
7 and 1 is 7. Yeah.
7 and 2. That's 14. 7 that's 21, and then 28 because 21 plus 7 is 8. That's how is 28. That's how I remember it.
And then from there it goes to 35.
Sure.
Because that's a 5.
That's a 5. And then 7 and 6 is
42, 49, 56, 63, 70, 77.
All right, so I have a problem with the 7s too. And you know what? I have a problem with the 8s as well. After 5, after multiplying by 5, I think I have a problem with all of them, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so then Shannon will be very happy to hear that because she actually called Dave out. And she was like, well, what about Dave? Do you think he can get these? And I go, Dave used to be very good at math. I don't know if he still is, but he used to be very good at math.
He used to be, yeah.
Will you do me a favor and not lump me in with Shannon, though, because she throws out change.
But, Tyler, I'm going to lump you a little bit with Shannon because you don't know most simple multiplication. And Shannon sat there for way too long and added up.
All right, give me one.
8 times 4.
32.
There you go. 8 times 7.
Now hold on. 44. That's 8. 52.
6.
Well, because 7 times 7 is 44.
49.
Oh, see, that's where I got. Okay, that's where I went wrong.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's very. It's.
All right, give me one more. Give me one more.
Dave, you got another hard one by chance?
5 times 12.
All right. Well, now you can just go fuck yourself.
It's 60.
Yeah, but he didn't want anything below any single digits.
What are you
9 times 8.
Fucking Rain Man over here. Give me a doable one for Christ's sake.
What's 9 times 8?
Oh,
what is it?
9 times 8.
Well, okay, now I just learned a trick for this, but I don't remember the fuck. Oh wait, so would it be? Well, see, now I'm trying to remember the trick you guys just taught me. Now I can't. And let me do it my way.
Okay, go ahead.
64.
You got to get there.
65, 66, 67.
Oh, don't count on your fingers!
70, 71, 72.
Now I have to lump you in with Shannon because that's exactly what she was doing earlier on the phone. She was counting on her fingers.
Well, I guess it's a blonde thing.
Hey, I mean, who cares?
It's just simple multiplication.
Simple multiplication.
Yeah, but you don't
haven't
need
done
it.
since elementary school. Oh my god.
Oh, the reason that it was brought up is because I was telling her yesterday I was dividing 16 into 600 to find out a percentage of something.
Yeah, right.
Were you doing that on your phone?
Nope, in my head.
Why?
Because I didn't have a phone because I was at work. So, 37 point and some change, by the way.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have a phone.
But damn. Well, again, Shannon will be very happy to know that she's not the only one in my life who can't do basic multiplication. Dave, she called you out. She called you out, so I'm sorry for that. But Tyler, she failed to realize that you were also not smart. Yeah. Shannon's smart in her own way, and you are as well, I'm sure. You know a lot of stuff that I don't know. So.
Yeah, well, I'm used to it because Katie's a lot smarter than me, and she calls me out because I don't read well, I don't do math well, and I say a lot of stuff wrong. But well,
it's not just you.
Okay, because I'm funnier than she is. So.
Yes. There you go. You're also better at magic than she is.
A lot better than magic.
Better than she is. Yeah, and Shannon is better at
throwing out change.
Throwing out change than I am, and I know there's things that she's better at than I am. I just cannot think of them off the top of my head. So,
is she better than you at driving?
That's really questionable. Who is in Dave's room right now?
Is that the fucking
Dad.
Was that Dad?
Yeah. I was about to make a bad joke about your dad.
Should have got him on the podcast.
Yeah, Dave, call him back in.
No.
See if he can do math.
Bring this stupid dog up here that's in heat.
You gonna fuck her?
What the fuck?
Here, lay down.
She's in heat, dude. Give her what she wants.
Lay down.
Poor dog.
What if she just started grinding up on your leg?
She doesn't do that. I mean,
would you at least stick your finger in her butt just to satisfy her a little bit?
You're so fucked out.
Look at that. Case in point. There we go. Case in point. Tyler's funnier than Katie.
Katie would have never made that joke.
She would have been like joke to begin with.
She would have been like, "Oh, puppy."
Katie would have been like, "Oh, she's in heat. Is she hot?
Do you want some chocolate?"
Some stupid shit she would have said.
Do you want some chocolate, puppy? Yeah.
Chocolate.
There you go.
Dude, give her chocolate. It's an aphrodisiac, I think.
What? Anyways.
Oh, Dave, do you know what an aphrodisiac is?
No. I don't care.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
It's things that make you horny, Dave.
Aphrodisiac. How about, hey.
Like, what isn't it? Oysters? Oysters. Big aphrodisiac.
Alcohol.
Obviously.
Wait, oysters?
Yeah.
Oysters, yeah. Yeah, I know. Gross, right?
Wait.
I think strawberries are as well, but that's simply because when you eat a strawberry, it looks like you're sucking a wine.
I mean, I had strawberries at work today. Cream my jeans.
Wait, you're telling me that if I'm like have an oyster and I'm eating it, it's gonna make me horny?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that people has since figured out that that's not.
I don't think anything is really truly an aphrodisiac. I think it's just all mental.
Yeah.
Well, like eating a hot dog.
Supposedly, if you're like out to dinner with somebody and you get oysters and it's a nice like romantic evening, there's a dim lighting, you're gonna want to fuck after eating some oysters because I don't know, they're slimy and they taste like jizz. I don't know.
If you got oysters and strawberries, you're doubling.
You're gonna be boning the night away.
You better get ready for an orgy, my friend.
You're telling them, hey, I got oysters.
Yeah, you just go to a restaurant with whoever you're on a date with, and you go, yeah, we'll have oysters and strawberries, please.
It's the worst combination ever.
And then they're just like, ugh.
Yeah, but watching somebody eat a strawberry is like supposed to be a big turn on because it looks like they've got a fucking.
Well, hey, my whole office was watching me eat strawberries today.
Because there's no non-seductive way to eat a strawberry. No matter what you do, it looks good.
I don't know. I just kind of.
I mean, as I'm doing, I have my dick in my hand, just stroking.
That's pretty seductive. If you're asking me, I'd be turned on. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, you want to come over and watch me eat some strawberries later?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
What an interesting conversation I just listened to.
Well, anyway, Dave, I think the moral of the story is just
Don't
Get
eat
oysters.
and strawberries.
Lick your dog's butt a little bit. Is all I'm
Lick your dog's butt a little bit.
Oh my lord.
God, I think it's safe to wrap it here. Are we in agreement?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I'm also hungry.
My
I got
butt
some chicken
itches.
waiting for me. Your butt?
Yo,
Like the hole?
this past like 3 days, my
It's not gonna answer my
asshole
question. Oh, okay.
itched like crazy, and my
when's the
farts,
last
Like
time
the
you
hole
washed-
itself, like the
dude,
the
like
sphinx?
from my gooch to my asshole.
That just means you gotta wash your
Yeah,
asshole.
are you not wiping properly, Dave?
Dude, I literally showered. Like,
Yeah, but did
You
you
gotta get
wash
the
your
shower head
asshole?
up there.
yeah, bro, I literally was going in my asshole.
Yeah.
But no, like, I was like, damn, my butt started itching. I was like, damn, did I not wipe well enough or something? And either way, I was like, oh, I have to go take a shower anyways. So I was like, I'm fine.
I get itchy ass cheeks quite often.
Either way, get out of the shower. I'm fine for a little bit, but then here comes the itch. And I'm like, what the fuck? And now I'm sitting on my chair. I'm like, oh, come on. You know? Dude. My God. I put some anti-itch cream down there.
Did you?
Yeah.
On your gooch?
On everywhere.
God damn.
I just...
right in the asshole.
That's what I
You
did.
should have taken like a turkey baster, just.
Dude, but it was annoying.
Yeah, I bet an itchy gooch can be annoying.
Like, I was... Oh, man, like...
Was there jizz up there?
No. And the farts that were coming out of there were, like, hot.
No, dude, don't even get me started on this week's farts.
Dude,
bro.
they were hot, man. All right, let me share.
Hold on. How far into this fucking episode are we? An hour and 1. That's where I'm pulling that clip from.
And like it hurt, like, dude, it was fiery, man. I was like, what's going on?
Dave, have you ever had
Let me share.
I can't hold on to writing. Yeah, Tyler, let him share while I'm trying to think about this. Oh, yes, Dave. Have you ever had a fart that did the scratching of that itch for you?
Yeah, these past
Yeah.
like sometimes I was like, I have to get this fart out because I'm not shoving my fingers up my butt right now. Dude, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, really takes care of that itch right away. Now, who got the points? Tyler, you got it. You ended up with the points last week, right?
I think so.
Yep,
Because we went through quite a few questions last week,
we did,
and Dave said Dave had them and then gave them away basically.
basically.
All right. What? Some giving a number, or do we want to just pick one?
14.
3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Which Harry Potter character is part giant? That's not the question, but what does the star on top of a Christmas tree symbolize?
Easy.
Wait, it's easy?
I don't
Easy.
know. I think I have an inkling.
If it's not this, I'm gonna poop my pants.
Is this like some religious thing?
I have no
I think so. That's what I put down, was some religious thing.
I don't think I have something in mind, but I don't know how to spell it. I don't think. I'm just gonna say it out loud.
Just say it, yeah.
I wrote that down. Hopefully it's right.
All right, Tyler, what'd you put?
So I'm thinking of religious things, and I'm thinking of a star, and the only thing I can think of is the Star of Bethlehem.
That's what I
That's
put.
what I wrote down.
Yep.
Okay.
Now let's hope it's right. What's the white one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Wow, look at that. We know our
Hey.
shit.
The Magi are said to have seen it.
The who?
The Magi.
I think the Magi were like the
Magi Moody?
yeah.
Magi Tai Tai?
So that's 2 points for all of us.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, books for me.
Which Tyler keeps you in the lead by 2 points.
Hey. Hagrid
Look at
is
us.
part giant, by the way.
Yes, we all knew that.
Yeah. Look at us knowing fucking religion.
I almost went with the Star of David.
Yeah, it's 6 points.
6 points. Yeah,
and
the
then I
Jews.
was like, yeah, that's a 6-pointed Jew star. Yep.
6
Jew
points. Jew
star.
star.
A Jew brought.
A Jew blood.
All right, so
I was watching something yesterday, it was like a funny commercial where they like took somebody else's voice over an Alexa commercial. I didn't want mine to go off. And so like anytime they asked her to do something, it would be his voice, and it wouldn't be answering at all the question. But regardless, the thing that he said was, you know, the good thing about Hitler is that he killed Hitler. So I was like, that's not a bad point.
But I mean, now I know it's the end of the podcast and all, but I don't want to get too far into it. But Hitler didn't. There's very strong evidence that Hitler didn't die. He went to Argentina, and have you heard about the
Argentina?
Have you heard about the German populations in Argentina?
No.
Look it up. It's wild. I'll send you a clip. It's insane.
Wild.
Damn. All right. I'll definitely
I'll send it to you right now.
Oh, okay.
Right, while you're doing that, _ David Sharkey _ That's me on Instagram. Eat of the week. I think I'm gonna toss in some Tyson chicken tenders.
Oh.
My dad was confused.
That's new.
On what he was like, with the regular ones we get are like brown, but these ones were white, and it looked like they're like a different breading on it. So he was like, I don't know if they're gonna taste the same. I go, oh, well, let's try them out. But Tyson's usually a good brand, so.
Tyson's arguably the best.
Yeah, so Tyson chicken tenders.
Would you have some sauce with those?
Some sauce? Like,
yeah, you know, like barbecue sauce or some shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have it plain.
Well, you like questioned me when I said, "Did you have sauce?" Like it's an outrageous question to ask.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is.
No, it's not. He's asking because you could have had blue cheese, you could have honey mustard,
ranch, ketchup, mustard. I don't
anything.
fucking know.
There's so many fucking sauces.
That's not a sauce though. The only sauces are hot sauce and barbecue sauce. The other ones
are
like.
What are you talking about?
The other ones are like ketchup. It's not a sauce.
Sorry, did you dip it in anything? Is that a better question for you?
All right, Dave. Now you're just being a dick.
Well, now I'm 2021 here, guys. So gotta make sure.
Oh, young guy. Whoa.
Go on.
Anyways, Dave, are you done?
Yeah, I finished with my eat of the week.
Tyler, where the fuck can the people find you, for the love of God?
I mean, the people can follow me, Tyler S917 on Instagram. I haven't logged into my Magic account on my new phone yet. Probably not going to. I deleted Twitter.
Wow.
So that's pretty much it. My eat of the week, I had Arby's today, first time in a while. I've been craving it for a minute. And
did you get curly fries?
I did. Let me tell you how sad I was that I didn't get the double. I just got the single.
What'd you get?
Just classic beef and cheese.
Okay.
But I really wish I got the big joint. I got the regular size one.
Yeah.
Why'd you go all regular today?
Because I was like, my stomach's not feeling great. I'm just gonna get the small one. But then when I started eating it, it settled my stomach, and I wanted to get. I'm probably gonna get it again tomorrow.
What did you get to drink?
Coke. You know what's funny? So I went to the thing. I was like, hey, can I get the classic beef and cheddar? And she goes, do you want to make it a meal? And I go, yeah. And then she just goes, medium with a Coke. And I'm like, okay.
Damn.
All right. Yeah. Because I was like, is that just what you do? Like, what is that?
Wow, she was on top of her shit right there.
Yeah, and usually I got to be like, yeah, let me get a large, and then I'll get something weird like fucking like rupee or something. But she guided me in the right direction.
Damn, look at her go.
And I tried the Arby sauce today for the first time. Not a fan.
What's the Arby sauce?
I could take it or leave it. It's just a sauce packet that Arby sells. It's called Arby sauce.
Yeah. Oh, I don't recall what it tastes like, but I've had it before. It
kind of tastes like ketchup, but it was kind of had like a. It kind of had like a sweet and sour taste to it. I just wasn't jamming.
Wasn't jamming. Well, but the important part is the curly fries, because realistically, that's the best food at Arby's.
I haven't had Arby's in so long.
I beg to differ.
No, I mean, I love the roast beef sandwiches. That's what it's just a plain roast beef sandwich. Then I throw some horseradish on there. I don't like cheese.
You're such a cuck, dude. All right, Joe, where can people find you?
Thank you. People can find me on my photography Instagram at Sharky_photography. You can also follow me on my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Joe Sharkey. And my eat of the week. I made myself a steak sandwich. I got some some thin cut steak, sizzle steak. And threw that bitch on some toast. Didn't have any fucking sauce in my house. I was looking for some A1 or something. Literally anything I would have put on this sandwich. Nothing in my fridge. I was very disappointed. So I just had a plain ass steak sandwich. Luckily, the steak was very juicy, so it did fine on its own. Boy, that was good. Had that with some potatoes. Potatoes. Nice oven roasted garlic potatoes. Love them. And that was my eat of the week. As for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSGPod. That is CSGPOD. I have to change the description of our Twitter so that way you can no longer follow Tyler on Twitter because he deleted his Twitter, as you just heard. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Shuffle Pod. What?
I said I did not even hear that.
Oh, of course you didn't. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Shuffle Podcast. You can follow and subscribe to the audio version of the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere you can find your podcasts that you listen to. Please subscribe and please hit the like button because it helps us out, especially if we know what you guys like to listen to. We'll talk more about it. If you like us talking about poop, we'll talk about poop. If you don't like poop, we won't talk about poop anymore.
You guys want to send somebody's poop?
Yeah, Dave. Yeah.
Anyways,
he's referring to a podcast that Joe and I watch. It's called Hey Babe. They sent.
You mean Dave and you watch?
What did I say?
Joe and I.
Dave and I watch. It's called Hey Babe. There's a service where you can have this company send somebody shit, and they sent it to another podcast that we watch called Bad Friends, and it was funny.
That's cool. We should send somebody poop.
We should.
Anyways, but yeah, please subscribe. For the love of God, you motherfuckers, subscribe. And I think that just about does it. You can watch clips of the podcast. I share them to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, but I also upload them on TikTok. To my personal TikTok at Joe Sharkey. Again, maybe changing the name over to the Shuffle Podcast. Regardless, right now it's at Joe Sharkey. Follow me on TikTok. If you came from TikTok to watch this, fuck you, subscribe. Thank you for coming to the
These people are definitely
watch.
going to subscribe. You call them motherfuckers and fuck you.
Hey, you got to assert dominance. We're better than you, fuckhead.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our podcast.
Thank you. That'll do it for this week's episode. I have way too much to finish in my drink. We'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for letting us talk at you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.